Today I'm going to be reviewing the JG M4S system from Airsoft Gi. I bought this a few months ago. I've used it in a few games, and I think I've used it enough to be able to kind of show it to you and give a decent review about it. So you can see here it's just got Airsoft Gi's little warning on it about using other BBs. It's not theirs or whatever. So when you open it up here, first thing I'll point out is we have the manual, and a lot of it's in another language. Then I've got on the back here my little quality control card, which Airsoft Gi tests every gun that they send out before they send it out, and this gun was registering 386 FPS with 0.2 gram BBs. Another thing that's really nice of Airsoft Gi, if you're new to Airsoft, is they send you these like little brochures. So this one's about basic gun safety. This one's about troubleshooting BBs, batteries and chargers, gameplay, and then this one's about safety. So that's just really nice if you're just new to the world of Airsoft. So let's start out with the product here. This battery, I used it for a little while. I used it at one game, and then I accidentally overcharged it, and it half-lifed it, so this battery will only get half the life that it used to, so I don't use it anymore. It was a pretty decent battery before that though. And then this bag here has just got a bunch of little hardware things in it. So it's got rail mounting, sling mount, little screws in that part. Also, it's got this little tool for adjusting your front sight. Then I've got a little butterfly key here, which is used for winding up your high capacity mag. Normally you don't want to use the BBs that come with the Airsoft gun. These ones are Golden Ball, which are pretty good BBs. I've used them in my gun before. I haven't opened this pack yet for whatever reason, but I mean, this is one of the ones that you can use them in your gun if you want to. Then our mag here, it feels metal. Not sure if it is. I'm not sure how many BBs it can hold. It's high capacity, like I mentioned earlier, so you wind it up. And then over there, I'm not going to take it out. Not going to take it out, but I've got the charging cord for the battery. Don't use that. Never use that. I don't know how much I can emphasize on that. Do not use that cord. I learned the hard way by overcharging my battery. What you need to get is one of these. A smart charger. This one was like 30 bucks. Not too terrible. I mean, the new battery was like 35, so if I would have bought the charger to start with, I would have saved a few bucks. Now onto the actual gun. As you might see already, there's a lot of rails on this gun. Really nice. Got a few zip ties here. Don't worry about that right now. It's got on your selector here, you have safety, semi-automatic, and fully automatic. The stock, extendable. Then something else that's kind of nice, I haven't had any other M4s, so I'm not sure if it's normal, but you can remove this little pin down here and flip this open, so it's easier to use the trigger if you're wearing, say, gloves or something like that. It's got pop-up sights, so there's your rear sight, and then there's your front sight. So I mean, I don't use them, but you can see them there. Then over here, pull this back, your hop-up's right in there. It's a little blurry out of focus, I can tell, but so if you need to adjust your hop-up and you know how to, that's where you get to it. Your battery fits inside this grip right here, which is kind of a hassle. A lot of people have pinched their wires and ruined their wires while doing it. I started to and then stopped. so be careful putting in your battery. Overall, it's a really good gun. It's got quite a bit of power. Can really crank out BBs for what it is. I mean, for being $130, it wasn't. I mean, it's really good for that price. So now what you're seeing is what my gun looks like most of the time when I'm at a game. I've added a red dot scope. This ran $30 from Airsoft Gi. Haven't had many problems with it. I have left it on and the battery's died, but that's a pretty cheap fix. I've also added a ForeGrip here, which was $18 from Airsoft Gi. I just like being able to hold there instead of right here. And a few other things that I've bought for it. Like I said, make sure you get a smart charger. Bought in a bag of BBs. Well, I've bought more than one bag. These are about $10 from Airsoft Gi. I've been using the G&G ones, and they've been doing just fine in my gun. Something else that I thought was really necessary to buy for my gun was more mags. They were about $40 for 5 of them. And they also came with this speed loader that I've never used, so I don't know how well it works. Now let's go outside and I'll do a shooting test.